You don't have to quit your current job to pursue nursing, especially if you want to start now. The current economy might not be as friendly. But let me give you a real life example from my whole life. How I became a nurse while working as a cashier, running a family and raising 2 toddlers. When I was working at Walmart as a cashier, I already knew I wanted to become a nurse. Now you could look at my situation and say, well, you are working retail. How are you going to go to nursing school? Plus the knowledge is not transferable. But I had something that made that transition easier. My HR, Miss Amber, was my Aaron or in that season. This woman nurtured me into this season that I am right now. If I needed my schedule adjusted around school, she was willing to work with me. If I knew I needed to be home for an extended period, she would literally say, girl, look at your schedule and get back to me. She wasn't just looking at me as a cashier. She knew I was trying to get somewhere. And because I was working part-time, I also had a little more flexibility with the scheduling policy than someone working full-time might have had. I remember my final semester in nursing school. I could no longer carry the weight of doing so much because I was actively attending clinicals. I called her, Miss Amber, it's getting more intense. She immediately said, just send me a test when you're ready to come back. But here's the part I want you to catch. I asked for help. I communicated what I was trying to accomplish. I asked questions. I looked for solutions. I didn't sit there and say, well, I'm just a cashier at Walmart. I'm stuck. No, I'm a future nurse working as a cashier. And sometimes the biggest shift you need to make isn't quitting your job tomorrow. Sometimes it's finding the person who can help you make the next move. If you're working in logistics and you want to get into healthcare, don't immediately tell yourself I'm stuck. Go to HR, ask about tuition assistance, internal opportunities, partnerships. Ask somebody already working in healthcare how they got there. Do your due diligence because you might be one conversation, one application, one schedule adjustment, or one connection away from changing the direction of your life. And sometimes you don't need a complete U-turn. You just need a little bend in the road and you are moving again. I'm Oluwadolapo, a mom living in Texas, and I'm here to remind you, you are never stuck. Pivot, transition, break boundaries. Your starting point does not have to be your ending.